Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Justin and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video where today I will be showing every single new location in the winter side of Fortnite, including what happened to Greasy Grove. Let's see, Viking Village is still pretty much the same besides the water is frozen over. The soccer stadium is still there, tilted, got stuff going on. Shifty Shafts is still entirely what it used to be. Same with Snobby and the house is right there. So I'm going to try and basically showcase most, if not all, of the new buildings, though it may be hard because, you know, it's pretty large. So I'm probably just going to walk around all of the named locations and show you guys what's going down. So first off, I would like to show you guys Greasy Grove, because there's some pretty interesting stuff here. Now, as you see, this is where Greasy used to be. It's completely flooded and then frozen over. I expect that throughout the season, this will melt and Greasy Grove will come back because all this stuff is still intact, as you're about to see. So when you do land here, it's pretty much like a chiller session. You're gonna land on the ice, get the little ice feet, and then be sliding around them. But you can still break into the buildings and move around. So you can still get chests, things of that nature. And the coolest thing is if you go to like the little Bass Pro Shop that was right here, you can actually break into it still and walk around. So you can literally go almost kind of in this little ice area. You cannot go outside, you can see it a little bit, but the saddest thing is that if you open this area, there is stuff that spawns right there, and this chest still spawns right here, and you just cannot get to it. Really depressing. You can still hit the floor if you get a good angle, so you can actually still break. That's not the floor. You can definitely hit the floor. There we go, that's hitting the floor. So you can actually break it out of your frustration of not being able to get in there. I think that's really funny. You can also break the bottom of this little area, and you can almost like kind of no-clip down. If you look really close to my crosshair, you can see like through the ice, which is pretty cool, but I figured I'd show that to you guys because I thought it was interesting, and I feel like you guys might as well. Moving on from that though, there's a lot of random houses spread throughout this area, and a lot of places have zip lines to them. Basically, if you just jump on the zip line, it'll take you all the way through to where it goes. So it's really, really nice to have all of that mobility in this winter side of the map because it's obviously large. It used to end like right here and go down this way, but now we have all of this extra area going down over here, so very, very, very large. So the zip lines are super useful, and of course, you can always get planes at Frosty flights. These 3 planes, and I believe the ones in the hangars, always spawn here. So if you guys want to try out flying, go into playground mode, jump in to Frosty flights, and you will get yourself a plane if you want to. Obviously, you can inject. I made a whole video about this. You can find it on my channel. Again, if you guys are brand new, by the way, make sure you subscribe and ring those bells. At this point, YouTube is most likely not sending out notifications for my videos. So we also just try and check back on the channel every few hours in case I upload more videos, because you guys definitely do not want to miss them. Whoopsie. So yeah, there's chests in here. Lots of steel. There's actually 2 chests in this one. And lots of, you know, floor loot, floor mats, things of that nature. So it's a pretty solid place to land. So far, the one time I have landed here, we basically just got the plane and just skedaddled because it gets pretty hectic. A lot of players drop here because of the guaranteed spawns. So if you do drop here, just know it's going to probably be a struggle bus, at least for the first day or two, because of everyone wanting to drop here and grab the planes and mess around with them. Now, obviously, they do spawn in other places, but again, this is one of the guaranteed spawn locations of the planes. So again, speaking of the zip lines, if you just jump under one, it'll magnetize you. You can still shoot around, use whatever you want to, and it'll take you all the way to the end and kind of throw you off. So it's really, really nice for mobility. You can do it down, up, sideways, diagonal, upside down, whichever way you want to do it, you will be able to. They're honestly just super great, and for me personally, with this video that I'm making, I love them because it's helping me so much as opposed to having to respawn and glide every single place in the world. Most of these little areas, by the way, are going to have a quad crusher in it. Well, as a matter of fact, all of them will because quad crushers have a 100% spawn rate. So every little garage type of thing, whatever you would call this, it will have a quad crusher in there for you. So let's jump up, go to the top of the polar peak right here, which is where the castle is. This is the actual iceberg we were seeing throughout the end of Season 6. And I feel like all of this will end up melting, and this specific spot will end up being an actual location further on in the season, complete with the entire castle. I'm not really too sure what this is. It could just be something there for aesthetic reasons, or it could be part of a storyline. If you guys know anything about it, definitely comment down, let me know. But if you break into the castle here, you get a chest, some bookshelves for some easy mats. Well, I just broke them. And there's really nothing too crazy. Again, I'm sure it will melt down. Look at that torch, by the way. That thing is beautiful. Look at that one. What is that? It's just a little wood line, I guess. Whew, these torches are actually... I've not been in here before, so these torches are really, really, really cool. So you can go all the way up. There's some floor loot right there. All the way up to the tippity top. And you have some floor loot on both sides of these areas. And you get a really good overview of the map. I mean, I can see Salty Springs. I can see Paradise Palms over there, man. This is a really good vantage point. Let's glide down to the end of the castle. Again, really just making it clear this is an actual full-on castle under all of this snow, which will melt eventually. Some floor loot up there. Got a shotgun. Chest can spawn right here. Not really too large at the bottom, but that's honestly for the better, because let's be real, if I had to explore the entirety of this castle, it'd probably take me like 25 minutes, because this thing is obviously giant. If you've seen Polar Peak from the outside, it's large. Of course, the opposite side of this pillar is going to include the same floor loot chests, all of that nature. So I guess now that we're done with the Polar Peak area, I guess let's generally show this side of the map as well, because there's some, you know, some cabins. We have a plane up there that's kind of crash landed. But if you keep going that way, you'll end up going near Frosty, almost said Frosted Flakes. Frosty Flights. There's some ice machines from this truck. This is kind of weird. Got some nice little graffiti on the side. I'm not seeing this. There is a chest in there, so keep note of that. There's also some more zip lines down to the very outer edge of the map. It's actually, you know what, don't really need to take that. I mean, it's gonna be the same thing as every other like little lookout post. Little car right here. I feel like these things might end up moving in the future. Looks like this is an area where you can actually go skiing down. The one thing I'm wondering is, in those teaser pictures, the person was snowboarding or skiing. So like, where are the snowboards and skis, dude? It's like we have a bit of a little lake right here. Wait, is that a lake? Whoa, wait a second. That's a plane. Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is an area. Yeah, I've not really explored too much. This is news to me, but there's some carcasses right there, some wood. Clearly some people were living down here for a little bit. Some fish. Where does this go? More things. Is this like whale carcass? That's messed up, dude. If that is the case, you can go even further out into the map. Oh my goodness. We can glide, so let's go. We can go down here too. Yo, things have seriously fallen. There's a chest right there, a launch pad, a gravestone. Wait, what does the gravestone say? This is all kinds of crazy. What do you say? You say, yeah, I can't read that. Cool. Also, you can jump off the zip lines, just so you know. You get a little extra speed boost, and you can jump off them. So there is a little tiny island you can get to off of the main island, which is super close to the spawn island. Look at that thing. That's where you spawn to, like, wait until you get on the battle bus. It's so ridiculously close, but there's a rift here. I guess not. I swear I heard a rift. Maybe it's just the island moving. I mean, it sounds like this thing is kind of moving in the water. So a little pedestal right here for another chest. This area is also news to me. I was wondering if you could actually get to these separate islands when I saw it on Twitter, and apparently you can't. Be warned though, apparently the only way to get on and off this island is by plane, because I don't see any zip lines whatsoever that are going to this thing. So good luck if you fall over there because someone shot down your stuff. I hope you have a lot of mats. Little cabin in the woods right there. Not really much of the woods, but we move on to our last location, and that is Happy Hamlet. Enjoy crashing, plane. I am horrible to this town, man. In this area, you just have a lot of mats, a lot of steel, brick, wood, the usual, and just a ton of houses with a ton of loot. I have been in here once before. Didn't explore too much, but I mean, it's really what you would expect. I'm not going to go through every single house and show you every single chest location, as that would take a very long time. This video already is quite long, even though that is kind of the nature of a point of interest kind of video. But a really, really cool area in general. I don't really know why, but this kind of reminds me of a snowy Call of Duty map. I don't know what map it is or what the map is called, but it reminds me of it. Whoop. So Factories is still here, but it's really just the disco side, chimney, and whatever anyone calls that building. Everything else got kind of destroyed by the snow and the avalanche. That looks like the top of the Flush Factory building where the AIM parachute landed. So that thing got completely ripped off and got moved way closer to this little area. And the house over there is the same. This hill is obviously the same. You can see the top of the castle where we were at earlier. And the chair is officially gone. It's now a sleigh. I don't know, like, I always call this area chair, so I'm probably still gonna call it chair, to be honest, but just lay now. More planes spawn right here, next to this little aim help area, like relief. I don't really know what to call this, but it's got the aim logo, and it seems like a relief place. A lot of good loot in here. There's 3 chests in this one. I think that might be a rarity right there, or just because we're playing on this one, of course. So let's get this plane, fly around a little bit more, make sure we haven't missed anything for you guys. I'm sure I may have missed a couple of things throughout this entire area, because again, it is quite large. The tree looks absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I just love snow. Again, here's Shifty Shafts. Literally nothing has changed at Shifty. It's all of the exact same stuff. It's just got snow on it. Same with Tilted. The majority of Tilted does have snow on it now, but nothing really has changed. So we showed Greasy. We showed... is that a penguin? Am I about to look at a penguin? That's a penguin, dude! No, it's not. Yes, it is? That's a llama. Okay, I'm an idiot. Let's just get out of here. And it has been turned to ice, which kind of makes it a lot more fun. For some reason, the Tree of Life doesn't seem to have any snow on it, which is just odd to me. That scared the crap out of me for some reason. Snobby does have some snow, but again, nothing's really been changed right there along with the house, like I believe I said earlier. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we really have just come full circle right back to where we began. Now, I know there are some, like, ice sculptures somewhere around here. I saw them when I was playing earlier. I cannot remember at all where they were. I'm trying to find them before this video ends. Aha, here they are. Okay, cool. I'm really happy I found these because I really want to show you guys. Oh my god, no, let me off. So, you do have some chest spawns here, and you have the Raven right there. You have the Red Knight right there. And you have the Love Cupid right there. So I'm assuming that that means that these skins will get Christmasified and have a winter version of them come out sometime soon. I believe there are things in the files that say like Winter Red Knight, and I believe they're actual skin files, not files for this stuff, which you can't even break. So I think that was a pretty cool thing. I really want to show it to you guys. But at this point, I believe that is everything we have, guys. So if you enjoyed this little walkthrough of all the different locations, definitely drop a like, subscribe if you were brand new, ring those bells, and share this video around them. I would highly appreciate that. Let other people know what's going on with these locations, and let them show a solid walkthrough video if you thought that's what this was. And other than that, I will talk to you all later. I'm gonna say, guys, thank you all so much for watching. It is not a 0 out of 10. This was at least a 7 out of 10. Thank you. Peace out.